A shot of hope has arrived at Evergreen Woods in North Branford. Medical personnel from Walgreens set up a vaccine clinic so staff and residents at the nursing home could receive their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine.
I wanted to be part of the first round of vaccinations because I feel like that's the first step of getting rid of this thing and actually beating it.
It was very simple and easy and painless.
About 120 staff and residents are expected to be vaccinated in this first round.
We did have a sort of a soft poll of our team members and our residents that we aggregated all the data online, and we were very happy with the results. We had about 90% people indicate that they would participate in the first round of vaccination.
Staff at the facility says the last couple of months have been a challenge, and this vaccine couldn't come quick enough.
It's been a stressful time since last March.
We had an outbreak in November, and I think for having to deal with it for about a month was actually a really good effort on our part to try to capture it in a month's time and tried our best to just minimize the impact and keep people safe.
Staff at Evergreen Woods says they hope that by taking the vaccine themselves, this would encourage others who may still be on the fence.
If you want the change to happen, you have to be a part of it.
And more vaccine clinics will take place at Evergreen Woods. Staff and residents can receive their second dose, and for those folks who have not been vaccinated could receive their first dose. Reporting in North Branford, Lisa Nunez, Fox 6 News.